man that I am today, the father that I would be today, if children were to come along today, that's not the man I was before, and that's not the father I could have been before. Okay? A blade does not become strong. It does not become tempered until it's been through the fire. Until it's been through the fire several times. And this is just your first or second time through the fire. And there's a lot of hammer work that has to take place. And then you're going to have to go back in the forge again. And it's hot, and it melts you down, and you're uncomfortable. And then life is going to pull you out, and it's going to put you on the anvil, and it's going to hammer on you some more. And you're going to say, what, am I done yet? Am I a sword for the ages? No. No, you're not. You're not done yet. All right? So just chill. Just chill. Continue to have fun. Now, by fun, I'm not recommending you go out, drink your brains out at the bar and do something stupid, but my goodness, go hunting, go fishing, get a mountain bike, go hiking, go to the gym, go hang out around a barbecue fire with friends and just act silly and act goofy and be your age. Be your age and just embrace the process. And don't look for what you are supposed to be fully, completely polished, sharpened, edged, tempered at 26 or 36, at 46. You've got a lot more forge time left. You've got a lot more hammer blows left, and it takes time. But if you will patiently embrace the process, then by the time you get up in years, you can be a man that you're proud of. Okay? So this is just an encouragement to just chill out. Just chill out. Embrace the process. You say, Dwayne, what process? Life. Life. Embrace the journey and the process of life. You only get stronger hiking by going uphill. Nobody gets stronger hiking by just going downhill. All right? All right. I'm going to get in trouble here if I don't do this. Eric Stockeby, 4th generation, and Aberrant. This is my first 10 of this, and it's actually Rustica, which is a very old tobacco, and it's a pretty heavyweight tobacco, mixed with Sweet Virginia and a little bit of Dark Fire Kentucky, which I'm very fond of. It's a very robust, very interesting, very flavorful mixture. But if you are a what's the word I want? Aromatic smoker, it's probably not going to be for you. But that's what we got going on here. So again, guys and gals, just hang in there. I'm rooting for you, and we'll catch you guys next time. There's a song that Ian Tyson sings, and if you like cowboy music and you're not familiar with Ian Tyson, you ought to look him up. But he's got a song called The Old Double Diamond, and it's about an old cowboy that the ranch he's worked on for years is getting sold. And there's and he says on there, when I first hired on to the Old Double Diamond, I was a darn poor excuse for a man. Yeah, Mama's laughing back there. I edited that for you. It says, I never learned how to aim when the spirit was tame. I couldn't see all the cards in my hand. Well, son, a lot of what your difficulty is right now is you have not yet learned how to aim while the spirit is tame, and you can't see all the cards in your hand. It's not saying the cards aren't there. It's just you haven't matured enough to see them. And there will come a time you keep going, and you keep learning, and you keep growing, that one day you'll look down and the card you needed was there, and it's been there all along. But that ain't going to come for a while. And my encouragement to you is, stop being so hard on yourself. You know, one of the things I have encouraged my wife in for years, and she's a very natural mother, all right? And she has a natural tendency to take care of people and to worry about stuff. And I've had to tell her over the years, look, that's not your burden to carry. That's not your burden to carry. You have enough burdens at your young age that are rightfully yours for you to worry about carrying, that you don't need to worry about carrying the burdens that are going to come when you're 50 or 55 or 60. You can't even begin to think about having things figured out and having it together until you're in your 50s. Just don't even worry about it. Just don't even worry about it. You've got to have maturity. And maturity comes with time, and maturity is not something that you can gin up artificially. It is not something that you can be responsible for not being ginned up artificially. Dwayne, what I have to do? You have to live. You just have to live. You just have to live. You just have to act your age. If you're 26, be 26. Stop trying to be 56. It's not expected, and it's a burden that you don't have to carry. You're a young couple, and you're going through some things, and you're like, man, we must be the worst couple in the world. We must be the worst married folks out there. This has got to be, man, we just ain't got it. Of course you ain't got it figured out. When you hit 30, you still ain't 30 years of marriage, you still ain't going to have it all figured out. My wife and I are still trying to figure stuff out. And we just take it as it comes, and we learn, and we mature, and we grow, and it takes time. But you'll not get there if you quit. Fellas, you'll not get there if you quit, if you just say, forget it. You know, I can't be the man that I wanted to be. Well, of course you're not right now. You will not be the man that you want to be until you grow into it. You have to grow into it.